Russell Simmons is stepping down from his businesses after a new sexual assault claim. In a guest column for The Hollywood Reporter, award-winning screenwriter Jenny Lumet, the daughter of filmmaker Sidney Lumet, detailed a disturbing encounter with the prolific music and TV producer. She claimed he sexually violated her in 1991 when she was 24. Lumet's allegation came in the form of a letter addressed to Simmons. She said she knew Simmons socially, and he flirted with her ever since she appeared in his 1985 movie Crush Groove. One night, years later, he offered her a ride home from a New York City restaurant. When she gave the driver her address, Simmons told the driver no 2 times. Then the doors locked as the car drove to Simmons' apartment instead of hers. Lumet wrote, "At no time that night did I say, Russell, I will go home with you, or come home with me, or I will have sex with you, or I have the desire to have sex with you." Lumet recalls the driver and Simmons escorting her from the car to a back entrance of the mogul's apartment, and that he used his size to get her into the elevator. She wrote in the letter, "Alone in the elevator, you pressed me into the corner with your body, your hands, and your mouth." Despite her saying wait, she says Simmons moved her to the bedroom and closed the door. She continued, "At that point, I simply did what I was told," adding that there was penetration. She concluded her letter, "As a woman of color, I cannot express how wrenching it is to write this about a successful man of color. Again, shame about who I was years ago, choices made years ago. In this very moment, I feel a pang to protect your daughters. I don't think you are inclined to protect mine." In response to Lumet's allegation, Simmons, the co-founder of Def Jam Recordings, said he is stepping down from his various businesses to commit myself to continuing my personal growth, spiritual learning, and above all, to listening. Simmons said in his statement, "I know Jenny and her family and have seen her several times over the years since the evening she described. While her memory of that evening is very different from mine, it is now clear to me that her feelings of fear and intimidation are real." He continued, "While I have never been violent, I have been thoughtless and insensitive in some of my relationships over many decades, and I sincerely apologize." Calling this a time of great transition, Simmons said those who have been hurt or shamed deserve to be heard. He continued, "I am removing myself from the businesses that I founded. The companies will now be run by a new and diverse generation of extraordinary executives who are moving the culture and consciousness forward." Lumet said she never told anyone her story about Simmons until the escalating accounts of Harvey Weinstein spurred her to tell a friend on October 27th, weeks before the first public claims would be made against Simmons. The Los Angeles Times revealed accusations of Simmons teaming up with Hollywood director Brett Ratner to allegedly assault women. Ratner is also separately facing several sexual harassment and assault claims. The LA Times additionally published an accusation of sexual assault and harassment against Simmons by model Carrie Clausen-Kaligi in a November 19th article. For more on this story, head to THR.com. For The Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.